Hi, I'm Claudia St. I'm the president of Affinity HR Group, and today we're talking about leading a remote workforce. I can have this conversation from experience because I have been leading a remote company for the past 10 years. It is our 10-year anniversary, and never once have any of us worked under the same roof, and very few times have any of us worked within the same remote zip code area. So we know what it's like, and we know how hard it can be to work remotely, especially for those of you who are not set up to do it and didn't really want to do it and find yourself doing it. Few things that we would like you to remember. First, as Homo sapiens, we get 55% of our communication cues, our meaning, is through our body language. So how we inhabit our body, the kind of way that we hold ourselves, is giving us lots of ongoing cues. 35% of our meaning and communication comes from our tone of voice. That means only 10% of how we communicate effectively comes through the written word. So, do not rely on texting. Do not rely on emails. If you really want to communicate effectively, do it via Zoom. Do it via FaceTime, Skype, whatever it is. We have gotten past the point of feeling like we have to have all of our makeup on, we have to be dressed in our business suit or our, swag apparel. We get over that. I don't care whether somebody has just come back from a jog or walking their dog, or if they're still in their pajamas. It does not matter to me. We come together how we are in the space where we're working, and we get the work done. So that's a very important thing for you to consider. I know everybody's exhausted. They've got Zoom fatigue. I too am very sick of Zoom meetings. But in a team environment, it should be the same thing as popping in and out of somebody's office. If you set that expectation, I don't care what you're looking like, it doesn't matter to me, I don't care if you've got your makeup on, I don't care if you still have your retainer in, I don't care. That will set the right tone. So you perhaps, as a leader, should start having team meetings, maybe looking a little less ready for prime time so that your team can feel like they can as well. Having regular check-ins, regular meetings is super, super important. Be very clear about performance expectations. I was talking with a client who's the leader of the company. It was not really a very strong leader to begin with, but finds the virtual meeting to be just too difficult. So he sort of sets the tone and then says, you all need to think amongst yourselves how what you do can contribute to this success of this company. That's one of the most uninspiring things I've heard, and I assure you everybody at that company was highly uninspired as a result of that sort of leadership talk. Instead, have the conversation about where the company is going, share your excitement, and then sit down and have one-on-ones with all of your managers so that they know how they're contributing, and talk with them, listen to them, FaceTime with them, be in collaboration with them so that they feel a part of the solution and not just locked away and not engaged. They too should be prioritizing that one-on-one communication. The bad news is having a remote workforce is a lot harder. You as managers, as leaders, have to spend way more of your time engaging as much as you can with your employees, way more than normally you would if they were all just in your office. But the good news is that investment will make them more productive. You will be giving them the type of attention you probably should have been giving them all along. You also need to remember that all eyes are on you. So if you're expecting something of them, if you're wanting something out of their behavior, out of their communication skills, out of their performance, out of any behavioral or performance-based outcome that you want, you need to be showing it. Your managers need to be demonstrating it, because as with all leadership situations, all eyes are on you. You need to bring your best self. Finally, now is a time to be very clearly setting not only the expectations for the organization, but also for your employees. We know you don't know what they are. We know these are uncertain times. It's tough to do that, but you can share that uncertainty with them as long as they know you're paying attention, you're doing your best, and you're communicating with them as often as you possibly can. Now is the time to take all of those other duties that you maybe needed to do but weren't a priority. You can put them on the back burner, because now is the time to communicate as effectively as you possibly can, perhaps in your workout attire. I hope this helps. I hope you have a safe and productive work week, and we can't wait to connect with you again soon. Take care.